What if I told you that your unused parking spot could be your ticket to financial freedom? Or that your voice could be the next big thing in the digital world? Well, stick around because I'm about to blow your mind with 5 side hustle ideas that no one is talking about in 2024. Now, these aren't your average start a blog or become a virtual assistant gigs. We're diving deep into the weird and wonderful world of unique side hustles that can pad your wallet without eating up all of your time. And trust me, number 4 is so bizarre it made my accountant question my sanity. But the profits, they're very, very real. So if you're intrigued by these unconventional money-making methods, then don't let this golden opportunity slip away. Hit that like button faster than you can say financial freedom. Now, before we dive in, let's talk about why side hustles are hotter than a fresh TikTok dance in 2024. With the rise of remote work, the gig economy has absolutely exploded. But here's the kicker. Everyone and their grandma is trying to be a social media influencer or start a dropshipping business. And that's why we're going to be looking at the road less traveled. These side hustles are like the secret menu at In-N-Out. Not everyone knows about them, but they're absolutely delicious. So, are you ready to see how the other half hustles? Well, let's dive in. All right, so let's kick things off with something you might be sitting on right now, literally. It's time to turn your parking space into a money-making machine. So do you have a driveway in a busy area? Here's how it works. You list your space, set your price, and boom, people park, you profit. It's like Airbnb, but for parking cars. But here's the real kicker. This isn't just for big cities anymore. Even suburban areas near train stations or popular venues can cash in. And you can check out how others are earning from this side gig. Justin Camera, for instance, a former Amazon employee, quit his job and now earns $1,200 per month by renting out 5 parking spaces in his backyard through the Neighbor app. And he spends about 30 minutes per month managing this simple yet profitable side hustle. Gary Jones, who lives in a central Brighton flat, rents out his unused designated parking space for £21 per day through the platform Your Parking Space, which earned him about £6,462 in 2023. And despite not driving himself, this 52-year-old director at a language school started this low-maintenance side hustle in 2021 by renting space to builders. He also rented space to tourists and concert goers, and now it basically manages itself with minimal effort on his part. So think about it. That's a boatload of cash doing absolutely nothing. And you can also explore these parking rental apps to check it out for yourself. So next time you leave for work, take a good look at the empty driveway. It's not just a slab of concrete, it's your ticket to Easy Street. Now, before you rush off to list your driveway, let's talk about some fail-safe tips to keep your parking empire from crumbling. First, check your local regulations. Some areas have restrictions on renting out private parking spaces, and nothing kills a side hustle faster than a hefty fine. Second, consider insurance. Your regular homeowner's policy might not cover commercial use for your property. Also, look into short-term rental insurance to protect yourself. Lastly, set clear rules and expectations. Will you allow overnight parking? What about commercial vehicles? Clarity upfront prevents headaches down the road. Keep these tips in mind and you'll be paving your way to parking profits in no time. Now let's talk about turning your dulcet tones into cold hard cash. That's right, we're diving into the world of voice acting. Now, with the explosion of podcasts, audiobooks, and online videos, there's a voracious appetite for voice talent. And this is something that AI so far has not been able to nail. And the best part, you don't need to sound like Morgan Freeman to get started. Platforms like voices.com and Fiverr are democratizing the voice acting world. And you could be voicing anything from e-learning modules to video game characters. But here's the secret sauce: niches. Maybe you can nail a regional accent, or perhaps you've got a voice that's perfect for explaining complex topics. So find your niche and you'll be able to find your paycheck. See how this side gig is transforming lives and bank accounts worldwide. This voiceover actor suggested creating your own projects and reels, sharing them on platforms like Backstage, SoundCloud, Fiverr, and YouTube. And with enough exposure and interest, studios may reach out for paid opportunities and an agent can further assist in securing work. Now, according to this person, landing high-paying voice acting gigs like a $1,200 national radio ad is possible but highly competitive. And it often requires hundreds of auditions to secure a single job. So you probably don't want to find work that way. And the best part with this is you can find work anywhere around the world. Plus, it's a dream job for introverts everywhere. But before you start practicing your movie trailer voice, let's talk about some fail-safe tips to keep your voice acting career from going silent. First, invest in a good microphone. Your built-in laptop mic won't cut it. You don't need to break the bank, but a decent USB mic can make a world of difference. Second, learn to edit your own audio. Clients love voice actors who can deliver clean, ready-to-use files. Plus, it'll save you money on outsourcing. Lastly, don't underprice yourself. It's tempting to go low when you're starting out, but it can be hard to raise your rates later. Research industry standards and prices accordingly. And you can check out these websites to start earning from voice acting. Now, before we move on to the next exciting side hustle, I want to share an incredible opportunity opportunity for you. If you're looking to level up your career and potentially make even more than these side hustles, check out Troy's free tech sales training down below. This course can open doors to high-paying tech sales jobs, just like it did for Wakago. Despite being a busy mom with a full-time job, she landed a $65,000 tech sales position just 1 month after completing the course.
Yeah, course careers advertise a 60K, like your average minimum, and I got a little more than that as my total compensation.
And if you're ready to transition into a new career and boost your income, this might be the perfect opportunity for you. All right, so we're halfway through our journey into the weird and wonderful world of unique side hustles. And stick around because our next 3 side hustles are so out there, you'll think I've lost my mind. So let's keep this money train rolling. So you're on vacation capturing some stunning footage of the sunset. What if I told you that that very clip could pay you for your next getaway? Welcome to the world of stock footage. Sites like Shutterstock and Adobe Stock are always hungry for fresh, unique visuals. And guess what? Your smartphone camera is probably good enough to get started. Now the key here is volume and niches. Sure, everyone's got footage of the Eiffel Tower, but do they have footage of a local festival in your hometown? Or your cat doing something adorably weird? Now here's a pro tip. Look for what's trending in the world and in your local area. Plus, this is the gift that keeps on giving. Upload once, sell multiple times. So basically, you just have to do the work once, and if it's a picture or a video that catches on, you're gonna be making money for years and years down the line. Now here are a couple of inspiring and innovative ways people are monetizing this side hustle. For instance, this content creator's experience reveals that selling drone footage clips can generate modest income, but significant earnings require a large portfolio and considerable time investment for editing and uploading. According to this Redditor, selling drone footage on stock platforms can yield modest passive income, with one creator earning $250 from 100 to 150 clips over a year. That's about $1 or $2 per clip per year. Not bad. Now, while it can be an enjoyable hobby, turning it into a significant income source requires intensive work and strategic focus on popular niches, as evidenced by the full-time stock videographer's experience. So next time you're out and about, don't just capture memories, capture dollar signs. But before you start filming everything in sight, let's talk about some fail-safe tips to keep your stock footage business from going out of focus. First, always get property releases. If you're filming on private property, including recognizable buildings, you need permission. Nothing tanks sales faster than legal issues. Second, learn about model releases. If there are identifiable people in your footage, even in the background, you need their permission to sell the footage commercially. Lastly, don't neglect metadata and keywording. The best footage in the world won't sell if no one can find it, so take time to properly tag and describe your work. Check out Fiverr, Shutterstock, and Getty Images if you want to sell your footage. Okay, brace yourselves because this next one is going to sound crazy. What if I told you that this mess could be your ticket to financial freedom? Enter the wild world of peer-to-peer storage rental. Platforms such as Neighbor are turning ordinary people into mini storage moguls. And here's how it works. You list your unused space, could be a corner of your garage, a spare room, or even a parking spot, and people who need storage rent it from you. And it's kind of like Airbnb, but for stuff. But here's where it gets interesting. You're not just limited to traditional storage. People are renting out space for everything from boat storage to band practice rooms. Find out why this side gig is becoming a popular choice for extra income in 2024. In terms of demand, this person claims that garage rentals are popular in Florida and cost $40 a day. For another one, renting out a backyard shed through Neighbor can provide a steady, low-effort income stream, as demonstrated by a homeowner earning $28 monthly with minimal tenant interaction. And this is somebody who just started out. So this passive income opportunity may be particularly suitable for those with spare outdoor space and fewer privacy concerns, though renters should check their lease agreement before participating. Now, unlike traditional side hustles, this one's about as passive as it gets. List it and forget it, and watch the money roll in. Now let's talk about some fail-safe tips to keep your storage empire from collapsing. First, check your lease or HOA rules. If you're renting or in a managed community, make sure you're allowed to sublet space. Second, consider security. You're responsible for the safety of your stored items. Invest in good locks and consider security cameras if you're storing high-value items. Lastly, have a solid contract. Clearly outline what can be stored, access times, and what happens if payments are missed. It'll save you headaches down the road. Check out these apps so you can start monetizing that cluttered space and turn your garage into a money-making machine. And by the way, storage-related videos tend to go viral on YouTube all the time, and so you might as well take videos about you doing this and put them on YouTube. So if you ever dreamed of your videos going viral and making a significant impact in 2024, I've got just the resource for you. Download my free guide on how to go viral in 2024 on YouTube and learn the strategies that will help you turn your passion into a powerful online presence. And this is a completely free guide that basically goes over the stuff that I wish I knew when I was first starting on YouTube. Now for our final side hustle. We're diving into a world where your opinion literally pays. Welcome to the lucrative land of product testing. Companies are dying to know what real people think about their products before they hit the shelves, and they're willing to pay for it. Now I know what you're thinking. I've tried those survey sites, they're a waste of time. We're not talking about those penny-paying surveys. We're talking about real, meaty product testing gigs. And here's the secret. Look for specialized market research firms. They often pay more and offer more interesting product products to test. Now let's find out why this side gig is becoming a popular choice for extra income in 2024. A new user testing participant earned $553 in their first 30 days, completing 53 tests while balancing a full-time job. And this side hustle allowed them to make extra income by dedicating time before work, during lunch, and in the evenings, averaging 3 to 4 tests per day without constant monitoring of the platform. Another user testing participant from Ireland earned $768 from 62 tests over 8 months, and this averaged 1 to 2 tests per week with occasional spikes to 4 to 5. And while keeping the platform open during work hours yields steady income, the frequency of available tests can vary based on demographics and location, with US and UK testers potentially seeing more opportunities. Now, before you start testing every product under the sun, let's talk about some fail-safe tips to keep your product testing career from failing its own test. First, be honest in your profiles. Lying to qualify for more studies will only lead to rejected work and a bad reputation. Secondly, respect NDAs. Many products you'll test aren't on the market yet. Leaking information can get you blacklisted from future opportunities. Lastly, don't rely on this as your main income. Product testing gigs can be inconsistent. Treat it as a fun side hustle, not a full-time job. Now go ahead and check out these companies to start making money today. And there you have it, 5 side hustle ideas that no one is talking about in 2024. From parking spaces to product testing, the opportunities are endless. And remember, the key to successful side hustles is finding something that fits your lifestyle and skills. Whether you're a night owl, a tech geek, or someone with an empty garage, there's a hustle out there for you. But here's the most important thing. You've got to start. All the knowledge in the world won't make you a dime if you don't take action.
Do it! Just do it!
So which of these side hustles are you going to try? Drop a comment below and let me know. And if you've got a unique side hustle of your own, go ahead and share it. I like to think of my comment section as a community of hustlers who think outside of the box. And by the way, if you want to check out 19 websites that actually do pay daily and they'll give you a lot of other options to make money online, you can check that video out by clicking right here.